What's up, friends? Welcome back. We are on number 7, episode 7 now. So let's get into it. It is Saturday, September 30th, about 4 o'clock right now on the dot, 4 p.m. So last weekend of September. This is it. Man, ever since I started doing these videos, like I've said before, I usually do them on the weekends, and I don't know, for some reason it seems like time is just flying when I'm doing these, because I'm just reading off the date, and it's like every weekend just keeps on going. So yeah, we are almost into October, last weekend of September. Hope you guys, I had a lot of fun doing the last episode. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Number 6. Went on a little photo shoot in town there. First time kind of getting in town to take pictures in a while. So that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun doing that. I think I got some pretty cool field footage for you guys too. So some nice trees in town right now. I was seeing the maple trees really going. So I'm glad I was able to get out. Even though it was super overcast, I still came away with some amazing photographs. So even when it's overcast and cloudy as hell, you can still mess around with the framing and the exposure and stuff and still come away with some pretty cool shots. Stoked about that one. I haven't, at the time of this recording, I haven't edited stuff on that yet, but going to do that this weekend as well. So, but yeah, guys, so as far as this episode goes, I'm just going to take a little, I guess there's a bike trail / walking trail relatively close to here, close to the crib. It's 10 minutes away. I'm just going to go over there quick. It's kind of like the main trail in this city, or in this other town. So it kind of runs through town basically, but it's really cool. I ran on it. I ran the whole thing. Not basically the whole thing last weekend, so I got a good kind of idea of what's there, and saw some pretty cool frames when I was running and stuff. So I'm just gonna go check that out. Probably won't walk the whole thing, but I think I'll just go check it out. So gonna go hit that. It's been really nice today. It's actually in the mid 80s, which is it's pretty hot. To be honest, it feels pretty hot. But it's been really nice. It's been partly cloudy, kind of sunny today. So we'll probably get some evening type photos. Sunset today is 6:45. So man, the sun just keeps setting sooner and sooner. A couple weeks ago it was 7:15. Now it's 6:45. So running out of daylight for sure. But the trees are definitely turning. I got the fall color report pulled up here right now on my computer. It says we're still, so my area is still it says on here, it's 25%, 30% basically. But it's still saying the peak is going to be the second week of October. So I'm kind of just going off that, I guess. Second or third week of October being the peak of all the fall colors. So still got some time here. But yeah, not much else to say. This is I know this trail, it's going to be a pretty leisurely walk. It's not like a hardcore hike or anything. So it'll be pretty chill, pretty nice. But yeah, not much else to say. Let's just get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get it. All right, we're out and about. Beautiful day. This is just the start of the trail right here. So just start moseying down. We're pretty out here. So this trail follows a creek. I'll actually turn the camera so you guys can see it. There's the creek. Yeah, when I came down here running, I was like, oh man, I gotta come back. Let's see what we can see. Man, it feels hot today. It's been a bit cooler these past couple weeks, but now it's like 85, 86 today. It feels warm. I went on a hike this morning too, and I was sweating my balls off. But it's pretty good lighting right now. Gonna get some, the sun's gonna be setting here pretty quickly, so gonna get some evening light going. Alright, so I said this trail kind of went through the city-ish, right? But as you guys can see, I mean, it's very wooded. So, I mean, it technically does, like, go through the city, but there's it's, you know, this is a very wooded area, so, but I mean, the roads and the houses are very close to the spot, so the lighting is, the sunlight coming through the trees in here is really cool. It's nice just to have a chill kind of walk too. I'm not seeing too much along here for now, but there's actually a bridge right up here. But there's a long ways to walk, so lots to see. It's got some really nice shots of this bridge right here. Really pretty frame. This sunlight is just hitting perfect right here. There's the creek. I really like how that sun is kind of hitting the bank on the right side there. Let's check out the other side. I had you guys fooled maybe when I said this trail was gonna run through the city. It's close enough. It's beautiful. I love how so if you guys, I know sometimes when I turn really fast in the video it's disorienting, so I'm sorry about that, but I like how in that frame back there, the leaves and the sun, or the fallen leaves were just getting lit up by the sun there. It's pretty cool. So I might stop and take a picture of this. This is just gorgeous. So we'll keep trucking along. We're moving along here. I just checked out up this trail. And there's a little, there's a house up there. Didn't want to take any video, obviously, because I want to be polite, but got a pretty cool shot, I think. It was a little bit underexposed, but oh well. What are you gonna do? There's bridges all over the place on this one. Makes sense. I mean, there's a creek right here. So, oops, sorry about that sun. You guys probably can't see, but there's a creek down there. Kind of an uneventful walk so far. I can cover a lot of ground because it's flat, but yeah, I mean, I haven't seen too much, you know, which is okay. It's still nice to get out, walk around. We're gonna go under a highway bridge here. But yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of trail left. Don't think I'm gonna walk all of it, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, kind of, I don't know, I might have messed up in terms of the location for this one. But I mean, I know I've gotten at least one or two good ones, so already, and we're not even halfway, so I'm not giving up hope just yet, and neither should you. So let me flip the camera around, show you the leaves falling. So yeah, I mean, even when you guys are, if you guys want to, I guess here's some little tips. You know, even when you guys are just going on little walks, or if you're just, you know, just going on a little walk here and there, and, you know, you're into photography, and, or you'll maybe want to see what you can do with a photo or something, just bring your camera. Even if you don't pick it up to take anything, like take any photos, it's still, at least you'll have it. Like nowadays, I just bring my camera everywhere I go. It's just kind of a part of me. I mean, not everywhere, obviously, but to most places, I'd say. Well, I have prolonged the inevitable. I am headed back now, guys. Unfortunately, it's kind of been so I will say, this is kind of a good talking point. You know, I could maybe consider this photo shoot a bust, and I'll quickly explain why. You know, I just don't think I timed this right. I kind of miscalculated. These trees in here are
pretty green. Like, and I got at least one or two decent, photos of the creek bed and the bridge and stuff, which is awesome. That's a success in itself. But I've spent probably an hour walking now. I damn near walked this whole trail, which is 2 miles this way, 2 miles that way, so 4 miles. I probably have done 1.5 miles, so it's going to be like a 3-mile walk. And there's just not much that I could snag along the way in terms of photos, which is fine. I think the sun in here, I think this would be basically all this means is that I just need to recalculate and what's the word I'm looking for, reassess this location in terms of the timing. You guys can think of this too. If you whatever you're doing, if you plan to go somewhere, taking photos or whatever, and it's just not how it turned out, or not how you planned, not how you wanted, and if you do have a chance that you can go back, plan it out. Now you have some knowledge. You've already been there. You can go in a different season. You can go at a different time of the day. Like, I think this place would be good in the morning. That's when I did the run, was in the morning. Now it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I think this location, this little walk here would be better. The light would be better in the morning, which makes sense. I think it's just this evening light's a little bit too, it's not getting in through the trees enough right now. So it's just not a lot of variety, not a lot of contrast or depth, but at least I got a couple. I wouldn't, this is kind of a bust in terms of like, I didn't get a ton of great photos like the last shoot, like episode 6, but now I know from now on, going forward, I'm going to be going, not here, to other places. So something to keep in mind. I'm probably not going to take photos on the way back, just going to truck it back, walk it back, and then I'll just close it out in terms of the field footage. But, at least I'll be able to edit that, either that bridge photo or I got some pictures of the creek and stuff too, which look kind of cool. So we'll at least take a look at those, and maybe I may do another photo as well from like episode 6 or something, so might be a little treat. But see you guys back at the truck. Well, we're back. We made it back. So it's 6 o'clock right now, so that was about an hour and a half, and came away with probably 1 or 2 good ones. So not a complete bust, but a lot of walking. So yeah, I mean, it was nice at least to get out for the evening, walk around a bit. That's always good. But I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted. I certainly got my cardio in for today. Holy shit. I went on like a 40-minute bike ride this morning. But I think what I'll do here is, since I didn't get, a lot here for photos, I'll probably just edit one from episode 6 or something as well, just to throw it in there. So, but not a complete bust. Still got some decent photos, or 1 or 2, so that's good. But I will see you guys back in the crib.
All right. What is up, friends? What is up? Let me turn this mic up a little bit. Hello. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to the editing for number 7. Good old editing. Got to do it. If you're not editing your photos, I don't know what to tell you. You should be. But yeah, this was a relatively uneventful little walk or photo shoot slash walk, I'd say. Like I was saying, kind of out there in the field. I just wasn't really. I would say it was just kind of poorly timed, as far as the location goes, and like the time of day that I went out. And there really wasn't too much to see on the trail, kind of just walking there. But, like I was saying, as long as you can get out there at least, and I guess the point is I came away with one or two decent ones, and that kind of just goes with a little bit of what I've been saying. Just as long as you can get out there and try and come away with something, then you're good. Even if you don't take any pictures when you go out, it's at least you're looking around. That's at least what I do. I guess my eye is just trained to kind of look for pictures and frames and stuff. But even if you're not seeing much on your walks or just photo shoots or hikes, it's at least just good to get out there. And I think what I was saying in the field was, you'll get to kind of be more familiar with the photo shoot locations around you, or just the cool kind of places to go around you the more that you go there. So it doesn't hurt to always go back to some place. If you do something like I did, where I didn't come away with much, but at least I got to see that little trail, and take a few photos along the way. So it was fun. It was it was a nice day to get out, at least. So let's not waste any time here. Well, I'll bump onto my screen. So obviously there's not a whole lot to show from the shoot itself. So, but no worries there. Like I was saying, I did get, so the one we'll be editing, I'll just show you guys right off the bat, is this guy. So pretty cool bridge photo. I was really looking at these fallen leaves, the orange and yellow kind of leaves there on the trail with the sunlight hitting it. And you can kind of see there I got a little sun ray coming through the upper right-hand corner, which is kind of cool. So I stood around this spot for, a decent amount of time. Just kind of trying to figure out a good frame. But, I got some of this little creek bed here right at the start. I thought was pretty decent. I really like, this sun coming in the center there. Wow, my mouse is lagging pretty bad for some reason, but I guess I have a lot of programs running. But on second thought, I should have taken more landscape photos of this spot. I only took 4. I was aiming for vertical. I don't know why, but the landscape shot on this definitely looks way better in my opinion. But that was pretty much it. There was this was kind of cool, I guess. There was this, if you guys saw in the field footage, I went up this little path that kind of cut off there, and there was just a little house at the end of the trail there. So I kind of just snapped a few pics. I just thought this frame might be something worth, messing around with in the future. Who knows? Because I could play around with the exposure a lot with that. There's a lot of shadows going on and such. So, But if I can crank through this photo I have in a decent. Sorry, I'm messing with the mic volume again. Trying to not blare your guys' ears out, but and I want to make sure it's also loud enough, I guess. Anyways, if I go through this one relatively quick, I'll do one from. I'll do another editing on one from the last episode because I got a ton of backlog right now. So in Photoshop right now, I already cropped this down. You can see it kind of, for some reason, it looks a little bit blurry when I zoom out. Or I'm just zooming in general. Photoshop just kind of blurs the image a bit. But just FYI, it's not really that blurry. It's a pretty clear, I think it's a pretty clear image. I might honestly give this a little bit of rotation though, and just see how that looks. I mean, I don't think that really changes much. Yeah, I think the rotation is fine, but get some water quick. Stay hydrated, friends. Stay hydrated. There's a lot going on in this photo, though. I mean, a lot of trees. I just tried to line this up, basically, so that stuff was just kind of fitting together in the frame, because there's kind of a lot going on with this. So let's do some sharpening, as always, like I kind of always do. I don't know, I've said this before, but I just prefer to kind of sharpen stuff up in the beginning when the photo doesn't have any exposure edits on it or anything like that. So I'm just going to bring up the sharpness, which is just basically the clarity of the trail here. Maybe a little bit of the foreground. And I did the bridge, but I don't think I need much. I'm not going to sharpen any like the trees or anything. I think like the focus is it's okay. It's not like great, but it works. So just a little bit of sharpening on that. I hope you guys are enjoying fall. Hope you guys are getting outside, maybe going on a little hike. So I tried to do this yesterday night. It's like 7 p.m. right now, but I tried to do this yesterday, and I kind of messed up. I basically got back from the gym and showered, whatever, and then proceeded to make dinner and just chow down and watch Drake and Josh. And then by that time I was like yawning and tired. I was like, I could do it, but I just had no energy by that point. So I have not eaten dinner yet. Just got out the shower, basically. So we're good. I've got energy. I still have energy still. I need to do this before I eat, because that will absolutely make you crash. So let's get back to the curves here, the good old curves, our trusty curves. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring up the top portion of the curves, which are the whites. We will bring out the highlights a bit here. Am I sounding okay? Hopefully I am. So we'll bring out the whites I don't want to do too much because there is quite a bit of sunlight, not direct sun, but there is quite a bit of sunlight within this photo here. So, and I also kind of want to make this a little bit spooky. You know, we're nearing Halloween. You know, it's getting to be that time of the spooky season, sorry. So, maybe we'll bring down the shadows a bit here. Like you can see me doing. If you're just listening, you can't see this, but you know, whatever. I'm explaining. So we're bringing down the shadows, basically bolding out those darker colors, the darker portion of the not the colors, but the exposure. No, yeah, I am on the colors. What am I talking about? RGB, red, green, blue. So, I mean, does that look pretty good? The problem is, oh, let me turn that back down. Yeah, okay. The problem is when you make when you go kind of drastic like this, and you bring up, I mean, I guess I'm being kind of conservative with the edits even now, but I do want to like make this foreground a lot darker, and then have the center, kind of the bridge area, the center of the trail going off there into the distance a little bit brighter. So, you know, it kind of looks like we're traveling through a spooky forest type deal, coming out of the dark woods, the haunted woods. Are you guys watching any scary movies lately? I know I haven't gotten around to that. Yet. I'll probably go on a scary movie binge here pretty soon. Oh man. I love me a good scary movie. I don't really like all the like blood and guts and I mean, I love all scary movies that I'm talking about and horror movies. I don't like all the like the kind of the crazy like Saw type movies. But you know, pretty much all the other ones I'm pretty fine with. I love the classics. You can never go wrong with the classics. All right, does this photo... Are we done with this? Are we done with the curves? I think the curves are the most important part in this, guys. Like, we need to make this right. So let me think here. Let me think for 1 second. Let me play around with this. Basically, I want to get the shadows in the spot where I want them, like in terms of their depth and the boldness of the shadow. If that makes any sense. I think this is looking pretty damn good though. And honestly, that brought out like that's a lot more contrast, so that equals, you know, more detail-ish, I think. A little bit more, like it gives you more like depth of detail. There's more detail in the depth of the contrast. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Just like photography terms, I guess. But if that makes sense, that's basically what I'm trying to do. So, I don't know if I want to bring up the Damn, I think that looks pretty nice. All right, let's roll with it. Let's roll with it, folks. Let me get a sip of water. Hopefully you guys are sticking with me. So hue saturation. So we'll just do saturation right now. What the hell was that? Let's go back. Let's see. What can I say? What else can I say about this little excursion here? So yeah, I mean, this wasn't, like I've been kind of noting, I mean, this wasn't a very, exciting photo shoot per se. I didn't, you just have those kind of, you have those days where you just you miss it or something. I don't know. It's just not clicking. But even with that, we're looking at a pretty decent photo right now that we came away with. So, not too bad. But, you have to expect that not every time that you go out, you're going to get gold, Sometimes you just have to work with it. So, it's good to kind of see that, I guess, in that process of what to do. At the end of the day, I think you just have to make the most of it. In terms of the plan that you set. And I guess that's another kind of point, I guess. You guys, if you guys are going out and you're doing, whatever you're doing, going out and creating anything or doing whatever, like, you should definitely try and plan things out to the best of your ability. You don't want to go into something blind. You want to try and plan it out to the best of your ability, so then you can, you have a higher percentage of succeeding, or at least, what am I trying to say? Reaching your goals, I guess. You have a higher chance of getting whatever you're trying to get. I don't even know if that makes sense. So plan it out, I guess plan it out the best you can, but, keep in mind, however much you do plan, sometimes you just won't hit. Like, sometimes it'll just be bad timing with the location or wherever you're going, but it's always like something to reference then too. Like, I've been on this trail before now, so if I want to go back, like, in the winter, then or like, just during a different time, totally doable, and I'll be more prepared for it. So, all right, we are done with Photoshop. Basically, what saw me doing there at the end was I was bringing up the saturation of the yellows and reds and bringing down the saturation of the greens, because there's too much green in this. There's too much green in this for my liking. Water break. So we're just gonna open up Adobe. What the hell am I trying to say? Lightroom Classic right now. So if you guys, I've been posting all these to the Pshwitty JPEG.store account. Again, check it out. That's where all these get posted to. I'm not really posting stuff on other socials. Oh, what the fuck? Lightroom Classic catalog upgrade. Version 13. Your catalog will be upgraded in order to access the latest changes in the newer version of Lightroom Classic. During the upgrade, a copy of your current catalog will be created in the destination indicated below. How long is this going to take? Oh my god. Do I want to do this right now? Damn it, guys. Oh, I should have opened this up before I started. Fuck. Quit? I mean, I have to. I feel like if I quit, then hopefully this is just like, if this isn't instantaneous, then I'll just do Photoshop. I'll just start on the other one. It looks like it's working. Okay, got it. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, never mind. We are Gucci. Okay. I don't care about the upgrade. I don't care. I don't care about any upgrades. I know you're doing cool stuff, but I don't care. I mean, there is some crazy stuff in Photoshop now. Like, they've implemented some AI tools, I think, and I haven't messed around with it yet, but I definitely will at some point. Okay. We are in Classic. Dude, I hate how it makes it blurry when you are not perfectly in line like that. Whatever. All right, so we're going to make the temperature. We're definitely going to bring the temperature up a lot in terms of the yellow. In terms of the yellows. We'll go all the way to 6. We'll go all the way to 6. Oh, my cat's in here. Hopefully she doesn't... Hey, Luna. What's up? Okay, so we are going to do a little bubble. Do a little bubble here. You know how I like my bubbles. My exposure bubbles. Masks. I guess they're technically called masks, but I like calling them bubbles. Now, there is a lot of sunlight in this region, so I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to go crazy with this. If you have sunlight, like, I'm trying to expose this more because of the leaves specifically. Like, that's the focal point, the leaves and the bridge. So maybe I'll just bring that focal point. This is the focal point of the bubble, basically, and it has feathering. So the farther out from the center point, the lower the effect is that you're applying, if that makes any sense. Very, very easy effect tool to use. Would highly recommend. But don't go crazy, unless you want to. Who am I to say, right? Who the hell am I to say? You guys just watch me do my style of shit. No reason why you shouldn't be doing something completely different, you know? My buddy Jake, who you guys have seen in like the other podcasts and stuff, he has like a completely different style of photography than me. Completely different. Maybe one day you guys will be able to see it. we can do like some collab stuff. But his style is he's like way more proficient than me at like portraiture, I would say, and also doing like layering of different photos on top of one another and kind of mixing in a lot of like abstract effect work. He's really good at that. Props to Jake for his photography work. And of course his ceramic work. But point is, just because you're seeing me do something doesn't mean I have no right to tell you what to do. Definitely take some tips and tricks in if you like, but I'm just here to basically document and show you guys kind of the process of what I love doing. So that's all it is. And then obviously this is integrated with like blockchain stuff, NFTs and stuff. So it's kind of a cool, I would say this is kind of like a cool like little experiment in like photography stuff, personal photography stuff, which is cool. Shout out to Cardano. Anyways, so brought up the clarity to 2. We did that bubble. I shouldn't blow in the mic. Maybe even bring down the shadows even more. That doesn't really do much. It does a bit. I'm definitely not editing that other photo. I had one set up, but I've been spending a lot of time on this one. We'll bring the shadows down a bit. Why not, right? Why not? Exposure 30. I want to do one more mask bubble. Radial gradient. Just in the foreground, maybe? What am I trying to do here? I'm just kind of playing around with this and seeing if, I can bring some focus to like a different, I guess, like the center of the photo. That kind of actually looks pretty nice. That really does, actually. That brings a lot more focus to the trees in the background there. Was that 40, 38? I think that looks pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Okay. Damn it. Can I mess with these greens? This thing is so green. I want it to be more yellow. Where are my colors? Color grading. No. Calibration. Green primary. Here we go. Oh. Okay, that's too much there. Calibration. That is making it more yellow, but it's a little bit wild. I mean, honestly. Oh, color grading. Here we go. Dude, see, this is as much time as you spend in a program, you will never. I don't think you'll ever completely like learn it. I mean, maybe. Mid-tone shadows, highlights. Is this even the right one? I don't think it is. Midtones. Oh, Jesus. No. No, thank you. What the fuck? Okay. This is what I want. The calibration. We'll just bring that down. To like 20. I'm just trying to make this more yellow. I'm trying to bring the greens into the yellow color scheme. Because you can do that, but it's not, it's artificial, right? It's just the software creating that, so it's not perfect. It looks a little video gamey. But, you can't really tell unless, you see the editing process from start to finish. Which, if you guys are watching it, hell yeah, you rock. Because we are done. I am sick of this thing. Just kidding. It's a great photo. It's a great photo. But I'm done editing it. Too much. Well, I'm looking at 32 minutes right now. So it's probably exactly a half hour. So it's not too bad. I mean, the last episode was almost an hour and a half long because I edited 2 photos. But, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I mean, like I've always said, however long it takes to edit is however long it takes, man. There's no change in that. You shouldn't rush it. You should not rush it. There we go, folks. There we go. Completed photo. Look at that. Viewing it completely sharp and clear. No blur, thank the Lord. So let's look at the before and after. Close that. Go full screen. And wait, why is this? Okay, there we go. Well, that's the uncropped photo, so you guys can see that. I think I already showed that, though, but cropped. See, that's actually quite a bit. That's quite a bit of work right there. That could be one of the more edited photos that I've done. But it looks good. I mean, we definitely brightened this area out in the middle. Got the bridge highlighted more. It's a little bit overexposed on the walkway there, just on the wood, but no big deal. So, looking good. The other photo I'll show you guys quick that I was going to edit from episode 6 that I will be editing eventually is this pristine, immaculate photo right here. I mean, if you guys watched number 6, you saw me you saw me go a little bit nuts over these. I saw these trees from a good distance away. This is the unedited. This is the raw unedited photo, no crop. No edits, no nothing. So this will look nuts. And I really like this. So just a little background. I mean, I'll probably talk about this more, but I did get some closer photos up there, but when I kind of backed up and got the Monte Carlo, in frame there, I mean, I think it really just finishes out. It brings everything together. I mean, it's literally blue, orange, red, green. It's, a lot of colors going on. It's pretty cool. So that will be coming as well. I'll get it in. So let's hop off. If you guys made it this far, Legends, absolute legends in the making. Appreciate you. I do appreciate you. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's number 7. We're definitely getting we're definitely getting into it. I'd say I would say, I mean, well, right now I have number 8 basically in the books, and except for the editing portion. But we're getting into it. It's definitely, yeah, the I would say we're at the peak of fall right now. So there won't be, I don't know how many, I mean, it's hard to estimate how many weeks left of episodes there's going to be for this season, but who knows? We'll figure it out. So again, these will get, or the photo I just did, the fall bridge, that will get posted to jpeg.store, Peachwoody. Check it out. Obviously, you guys will see they're not listed for sale or anything. They're just in my, I guess, account or, wallet. So, but you guys can see them there. They're displayed there. So that's basically the point. And then, like I've been saying, at the end of the season, I'll just, list them all for like $1, like one ADA. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Number 8 is a banger. I'll just tell you guys right now, the episode 8 is a banger. Definitely had a good time with that one. Got some cool ones. So stick around. That's kind of a cool ending. There's my cat, if you guys can see her. Say hello, Luna. Hey. This is my cat, Luna. She's a cutie. All right, peace out, guys. We'll see you in the next one.